So when my father came to Oregon, he didn't know what he was going to call his vineyard. He didn't even know exactly where he was going to plant it. So he came here, he brought his cuttings, he put them in a nursery site, and then he went looking around for kind of the perfect spot to plant. And in the meantime, he met my mother and sort of recruited her as his first vineyard labor / spouse. And my mom was an English major and majored in, the literature of England, and so she loved sort of these funky old English words. And one of the words that she applied to the new vineyard site that we found was Eyrie. And Eyrie is a hawk's nest. And so if you look on the label, actually, you'll see there's a tree and then a hawk flying at the top. And my parents felt this real bond with the hawks. When they came, they were really kind of pursuing a farming regime that was very unusual for the time, which was to not use herbicides, not use insecticides, just be very, very minimalist in the farming. And so this connection with nature was very important to them, and they wanted to represent that with this kind of tie back to the hawks that lived at the vineyard. And so it's called Eyrie. It's spelled E-Y-R-I-E. It's a terrible, terrible name for a vineyard. Anybody who wants to name their vineyard, I can only suggest that if you name your vineyard, name it something people can spell, people can pronounce, and people know what it is.
Do the hawks still play a role in those original vineyards? Are they still around?
So the hawks are still there. By this point they're great-great-grand hawks of the original hawks that are on the label, and they no longer live in that tree above the vineyard. We bought a little patch of native woods below the vineyard really early on, back when my folks didn't have any money, but they just couldn't stand the sound of the chainsaws, so they ran down there and made a deal. And it's actually better habitat for the hawks, and so they live down there now. And let's see, year before last, we had 3 chicks raised and fledged and migrated out. And this past year, we had 2. So they still continue to have their families there. It's great.